Hi guys, it's Jay from Ayaba's Wind. I am here to do your love tarot pop-up for the sign of Leo for the month of July 2021. I hope all has been well. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I'm a priestess in the Afro-Cuban tradition, so I'll be interpreting the cards from an Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective at times. If you like what I'm doing, please like the video, definitely share, and certainly subscribe. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so let's get started. I started already shuffling the cards and pulling the cards because like I said in my previous videos, I want to spend more time on the commentary, and I know the videos can run long, which means it takes an extra long time to upload. So but yeah, so just give me a couple of minutes, usually about minute 3 or minute 4, we get started with the reading. But because I've already done the shuffling, we'll get started a little bit sooner, okay? If you'd like a private reading, please email me at ayabaswind, WYND 999 at gmail.com. And let's get started. All right. So guys, this is a deck that I've created based on love songs for the last like 40 or 50 years. So I'm going to be interpreting what's going on with Leo through these cards, and there's going to be a number of different decks that are going to be used, okay? We'll get into some classic tarot towards the end, but I don't do a lot of classic tarot because there's so many readers out there that are doing it. And so you're getting the information you need. So I just, I do my own oracle cards. Okay, we're about to be done. And you guys know that I absolutely hate shuffling, the sound of shuffling. So yeah, okay, this deck is done. So let's start interpreting the message, all right? So usually the first card that comes out is usually like the main theme for the reading, okay? So for Leos, I was wrong for what I did to you. So yeah, someone is really like in regret. They are like lamenting the loss of the relationship. They're finally waking up. If your special person, aka your divine masculine and or divine feminine, whatever you're into. And by the way, happy Pride Month for everyone. But anyway, whoever you're into, if you call it your twin flame, your soulmate, whatever, I'm going to be referring to your love story, okay? And so in your love story, there are karmics. These are people who you date. Sometimes you even marry, sometimes you even have kids with, thinking they're your divine masculine or divine feminine when they're really not. Okay, these are people that are in your life to teach you a lesson or 2 or 3 or 4. Once you learn those lessons, provided your ego does not get in the way, provided that spell work, black magic, brujeria does not get in the way, you learn your lesson, you leave them, and you go into harmonious union with your special person, okay? However, it doesn't work out that way sometimes because the ego gets in the way. Sometimes people's egos are big, okay? They're ego tripping regularly. Also, you have, they could be vibrating they could be on a low vibration, okay, dealing with low vibration people, all right, and which includes things that have to do with spell work, okay, brujeria, witchcraft, okay. And so it's a very real thing, and this is what holds back people's progress. So this person is finally having a wake-up call. They're like, yo, like, what happened? What did I do? What did I create here? And so they may honestly not know what happened to the relationship. Maybe because if there was spell work involved. I haven't seen any spell work cards yet, and we'll kind of explore that. But maybe if there was spell work involved, they were so under this person's control, mind control, that they didn't realize that they screwed you over, okay? Now, summertime. We are in summer now. We are in the heat of the summer. Summer is June, July, August. Okay, so there could be a big awakening. There could be a huge epiphany that happens in the summer, this summer, right now. Okay, covering these next couple of months. Keep in mind, this reading can cover what happened in the immediate past, what's happening now, or what can happen in the future. Okay, and these energies can prevail over the next several days, several weeks, or several months. So summer is going to be significant for you. So mark that on your calendar. Something's about to go down if it hasn't already gone down, okay? We're just coming out of Mercury retrograde, but still the effects are lasting, okay? We are on the edge of a full moon. So there's a whole bunch of phenomena that's taking place in the universe. But I'm thinking about you, Frank Ocean. I love this song, okay? And so you are on this person's mind. You're thinking about this person, okay? There's a mutual exchange of energy, okay? And if it's not in the earthly plane, there is like some kind of like telepathy. You could be feeling emotions, feeling a loss, feeling this person's presence, sensing their energy around you. You could be dreaming about them, okay? And this is this person trying to manifest in your life. Now, it is possible that there could be a new person on the horizon, okay? And so the beginnings of, the seed that is now being planted is now trying to blossom, okay, into something, all right? I'm walking away from the connection. So this is like the Eight of Cups, okay? Someone's walking away. Someone gave up. Someone is just like, look, I don't think that there's anything's going to come of this. Maybe someone was waiting a long time for someone to return, to resolve issues, okay? But someone's walking away, all right? But there is the secret love child. Okay, so maybe, there's a number of different interpretations of the walking away, and now we got the card of there's a secret love child. Maybe someone walked away from the relationship rather suddenly because there was the threat or the acknowledgement of a secret love child. Maybe someone was having an affair, a third party situation on the side, while they were with you or while you were with somebody. Someone stepped out, okay, and someone got pregnant, okay, or allegedly got pregnant, okay, because we know that sometimes, karmics can use pregnancy as a form of manipulation to keep, the divine masculine tied down, to keep them, in their clutches, okay? And so this is not always the case, but there could have been a secret love child that caused someone to walk away, that caused the dissolution of a relationship, okay? Now, the other thing is that you could be a secret love child. Maybe your mother stepped out, had a little tryst with somebody while your father was away on business, while your father was possibly doing their own thing. So for some of you, and remember, this is a general love reading, some of it's going to apply, all of it's going to apply, or none of it's going to apply. But for some of you, that could be the case, okay? But there could be a secret love child in this love story. Someone could have stepped out and they could have had a baby that you don't know about, but now you know, because Spirit is telling you, okay? Or the secret love child could be coming up. So maybe if some of you are pregnant and you're watching and you were in a committed relationship, but you had a little rendezvous, and the timing of the sexual interactions between your side piece and your current, your boo, whoever you're involved with, kind of like, happened together or close. And so someone may not know who the father is. So in which case, a paternity test may want to happen here. Okay. Be flirty and joyful and not angry and argumentative. So Spirit is saying, like, lift your spirits, don't be bitter, take your honey baths, your sweet baths, your love baths to pick yourself up. Okay. Because new love is on the horizon. Like, we're Leos, I'm a Leo, right? And so Leos, especially like this is summertime, people are out and about, people are happy, we're coming out of COVID now, masks are coming off, like everything's coming off, clothes are coming off. All right. And so Spirit is saying, like, get in the mood, get in a festive mood. Leos are about, being out and about, being seen. Okay. And so spirit is like, turn that anger and that bitterness around, get rid of it. Like Vivica Fox says, you can put that where? Back there. Okay, so put all that shit, that bitterness, that anger, put it behind you and let's go. Okay. Now, someone in this love story has long dark hair. All right, so someone has long dark hair, whether it's a weave, whether it's the natural hair, whether it's a wig, braids, whatever. Someone has long dark hair. This is past your shoulders, okay? And then I'm going to give you all of me because I want all of you, John Legend. Yep, someone's going to be getting married, or there's going to be someone who wants to have a deeper commitment with you, okay? Because that's a wedding song. I want to give you all of me because I want all of you. Like, this person is ready to commit. They may be ready to put up their, their playaways, okay? And, stop being macalicious. And really realize this person, you are the one for me, okay? Or you may be realizing this is the person for me. And so someone's ready to take it a step up. Now, as to when that happens, we haven't gotten any time check cards, okay? It may happen towards the end of the summer into the fall, okay? Or maybe even into the winter. People are just popping out now. They're getting in there. They're trying to, I don't want to say sow their royal oats, but they're just trying to get readjusted, reacclimated to the whole social scene out there, okay? Because many people have been dating online, or they haven't been dating at all. And so now everyone's out and about, so it's an adjustment. These butterflies, I just want to love on you, Queen Naija. Beautiful song, okay? So someone is definitely in love. Someone is definitely in love, okay? They can't fight it. Okay, there are butterflies, there's feelings of nervousness when you see this person, if you view this person's pictures online, on Facebook, Instagram, wherever the hell you're seeing them, okay? If you see them in person, it's almost like your heart stops or it skips a beat, okay? Someone is feeling, away, okay? And it may be a bit much for them to be able to manage these feelings, okay? But jealous and possessive exes are in the way of us being together. Yeah, so someone is throwing some shit, okay? How is it that they can be in the way? Well, they could be stalking, cock blocking, doing some spell work, brujeria, witchcraft, whatever it is that they're trying to do. They're trying to insert themselves in the situation. They're trying to possibly, we haven't gotten the spell work cards yet, but use that magician energy to manipulate people. People may be trying to manipulate the divine counterpart by, using emotions, crying, fighting, threatening them to tell whatever it is that they want to tell. Okay, all this nonsense. But believe me, people are desperate out here, especially if someone's got money, if someone has stability, someone has security. Okay, this could be, and this is not just women doing this. Men can do this too. Men are perfectly capable of throwing shit. Okay, someone who is, and I'm hearing vindictive, petty. Okay. And so you definitely have to continue to raise your vibration by doing your mantras for love, doing your mantras for protection, okay? And I'm a big advocate. So guys, if you haven't gotten these mala beads, especially if you are a sub on my channel, please get these, okay? Amazon, Etsy, they range anywhere from $11 for the wood, the sandalwood beads, to $200 and $300. This is on the higher end because these are real crystals, real turquoise, real stones, okay? And these are 108 mala beads, okay? And this number is really important for when you say your mantras. And you always start your mantras closest to the tassel, the first bead, okay? And you start to say your love mantra. So one of the love mantras is aham prima, aham prima. So every time you say it, you're gonna pass the beat. Aham prima, aham prima, aham prima, aham prima. And you're going to do this. Usually the mantras that I give you are about 8 to 10 minutes long. So if you don't have your mantra yet, your mala necklace, okay, you can set your timer on your phone, 8 to 10 minutes, go in your zone, put down a glass of water, light a candle, close your eyes, and get into it. If you guys can remember songs on the radio or whatever it is, whatever the hell it is, okay, Pandora, whatever it is you're listening to, you can, follow the mantras, okay, which help to align your chakras and help you to tap into certain energies and release certain energies, okay? But there's someone who's very jealous, all right? So they could be checking out your pictures as well. If you're liking and commenting on someone else's photos, they could be following you, okay? But wedding bells are ringing. So someone's getting ready, someone is getting married in this love story, okay? Now, it could be you, where the wedding bells are going to be happening in the next several months, or it could be, someone in your love story that could be getting married, okay? But there are wedding bells ringing. Someone has marriage on the mind. Someone is thinking someone is marriage material, okay? They want to spend the rest of their life with this person. They want to have a family. You want to have children. They just want to grow together, okay? Because, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you're on Instagram, there's all these Insta hotties, Insta cuties, whatever, but it's like, where are you connecting? It's like a physical indulgence and physical satisfaction, which only lasts for a couple of minutes, and it's fleeting, okay? Because guys, these Insta hotties, okay, and no diss to them, no disrespect, okay, but like, they have like thousands, if not millions of subscribers. So whoever's going to come along that's going to be the next best thing, they're running with that person. Even if you hook a date with them, okay? Y'all are always going to be in competition with the next thousand, hundreds, thousands, or millions of subscribers that are following them. All right. So, it can be exciting to kind of link up, and get a response from these Insta people, but it's fleeting, and it's not lasting, okay? But someone in this love story has short light hair. So short is above the shoulders. Light could be like a light brown, a reddish, a blonde, okay? Someone in this love story. Now, it could be someone that comes along that could be involved in this whole wedding proposal, or if it's not a wedding, it's someone who wants to take a step up, a deeper commitment with someone. Okay, but a passionate text or a message comes in. So this is like the Page of Wands. Okay, it's passionate. Okay, someone is like, they want that old thing back. They want to revisit a situation. They want to be in your embrace. They want to smell you, taste you, touch you, feel you. Okay, they want that thing back. Okay, and so I'm hearing like Reminisce. I think it's by Mary J. And I think her documentary is out already. But anyway, someone is reminiscing, and you may get hit with a DM, a text message, a phone call. You may bump into someone on the street, that's like, yo, like, what happened to us? Can we link up? Like, what's going on? Okay. So karma is coming for those who violated the relationship, okay? So whoever it was that stepped out on someone, who hurt someone, who violated someone's trust, Spirit is saying that this person is going to be suffering karma, okay? And it depends on how they dissed it out. So if they, disrespected you, they're going to be experiencing disrespect in their, their relationships that they've had, okay? If they cheated on you, maybe that person that they're with, whoever's in their, love story or circle, is going to cheat on them, okay? But karma's coming back. It could be coming in the form of car accidents, accidents and injuries, loss of money, loss of wealth, loss of security and stability, okay? Loss of like a social network. Something is going to go down, okay? But I'm missing your sweet kisses and loving, okay? So someone is definitely reminiscing. You had Frank Ocean in the beginning, and now you're having like, someone is missing being intimate with you. They're missing like making love to you, being, in your embrace, you being in their embrace, okay? And you feeling each other, all right? And so Spirit is saying that someone is, reflecting on this. And so, you may be experiencing some bodily, urges, okay? Emotions, things going on as a result of someone trying to conjure up the other person, okay? But keep it smoking. This fire needs to continue. The passion, Samia, okay? So, this song is hot. So it's talking about like, yeah, the chemical attraction, the physical attraction, like on all levels. Like the attraction is hot like fire, okay? It's almost like y'all are combustible, All right. And so, you know, you got fire. It could possibly be an air sign because it's talking about keep it smoking. This fire needs to continue. And so in order for, you know, fires to maintain, okay, there's got to be some kind of air or oxygen feeding the fire. Okay. Y'all are fire. All right. And so it may be an air sign you're dealing with. It could be an Aquarius. It could be a Libra, or a Gemini. Okay, that's involved in this love story. They could have it in their chart, maybe under their Venus and or rising, if it's not their sun. Okay, but unexpected news is coming. Okay, so get ready. What is this unexpected news going to be? Someone could just pop up on the scene and be like, "What? I'm here." What? Like they never left. Okay, or like nothing ever happened. Okay. The other thing is that, you know, you could hear news of a pregnancy. Someone could be pregnant. Maybe you found out that someone had a baby with somebody. Someone got married with someone. Okay. So guys, you know, I'm not about leading people on. I'm just, you know, interpreting the messages that Spirit has pulled out the cards for. Okay. And so, you know, I'm not saying this person is coming back from the past. I'm not saying that. It could be a new person on the horizon. There could be, you know, something with this new person that this news is going to be coming in. Okay, several months. So here we go. So we have our time checkpoint. So we're approaching July. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So anywhere between now and January, there's going to be a significant set of events that happens. Okay, so between now, the summertime, fall, and winter, keep your eyes open. Someone could be giving birth. Okay, someone could be getting pregnant. There could be a proposal within that a period of time. Something significant is going to be happening in the next several months. So let's take it a step further and see what's going on. Okay, we got a tower. And you got to watch your back. Woo! Guys, you better get together. You better get it together. Okay? You don't have those mala beads? You better be getting those mala beads together. Okay? Get your spiritual baths together and start praying and doing your mantras and meditations, because y'all are up against something right now. If it's not already happening, it's about to go down. Okay? And you got to win this war. And I'm not saying it's not no physical war. I'm talking about a spiritual war. Wow. Wow. You can't make this up. Guys, all I'm saying is, I'm telling you right now, you better. Wow. 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 Okay. This next deck is a little bit unforgiving. Okay. I'm just preparing you. All right. So, you know, these readings are designed to help you to move forward and to get past whatever obstacles there are. Okay. My readings are not always going to be gumdrops and lollipops and rainbows in the sky and unicorns. Okay. I'm just letting you know right now. Okay, you got to keep your eyes open. You got to keep your physical eyes open, but you got to keep your spiritual eye open. Hold on just a second. You do have like a Wheel of Fortune energy with you. Upright. So if you guys watch Classic Tarot, you know what that means. So that's a good thing. Spirit is saying you got to definitely eat clean. You know, you got to eat clean. That will help you to clear out like negative karma. I'm just telling you what Spirit is telling me here. Okay. Definitely have to modify your diet. Spirit is saying there's a wolf in sheep's clothing, so you got to watch your back. Someone disguised one way, but they're really another. Okay, so you got to watch someone coming back or someone coming on the scene. And Spirit is saying imposter. So this person could have, you know, it could have been this thing where you thought this was your divine counterpart, but it was really a karmic. Or this person that's coming you may think that this is your divine, but it's actually a karmic. Okay. Okay, we're about to get into this deck here. Okay, good. No cards flipped. Let's go. All right. So, you know, we know that there's something on the horizon, okay? But Spirit is saying that a storm or revolution is coming. All right. So this is a tower moment. If this tower moment hasn't already hit, it soon come. Okay. So, you know, the weather is nice. Everyone's happy. You could be feeling good, going out to get your little drinks in the lounge and all that. But Spirit is saying, don't sleep. Okay. In my tradition, there's a saying about what is it? The soldier never sleeps. Okay. And so what is this saying? The soldier never sleeps, meaning that when there's a battle that's ensuing, and you may feel that something is a little off, okay? You have to get your spiritual entourage on board by accessing them, by setting up your ancestor shrine, by setting up your spiritual, you know, your abobada, your place of meditation, okay? Doing your mantras, your meditations, your prayer, your spiritual baths, okay? Because Spirit is saying that there is a revolution coming, and revolution is very uncomfortable. My head is tingling. Okay, revolution brings change. And some of you guys may be kind of stuck or feeling stuck. Okay, and Spirit is saying you got to brace yourself, but you got to be ready and you got to be vibrating high, because I don't know if it's someone that's going to be that someone's going to be throwing something, okay, or some kind of chaos, or something is trying to, you know, enter in to the periphery. Okay. Someone is wearing a false mask. Okay, so we have someone that's around you, or that's going to be coming in, that's going to be presenting one way, but in the in another sense, they could have an ulterior motive. Okay, so Spirit is saying you got to watch your back. Okay, there's someone that's like two-faced. All right, karmic issue coming back to haunt someone. Okay, so karma, again, this is a double karma card. Okay, you got karma twice. This is a double confirmation. Karma is going to come back and all shit is going to hit the fan. And when the shit hits the fan, you know, if these people that you deal with deal in the spiritual realm, if they're getting readings, if they like to, you know, tinker on Facebook or YouTube with all these little spells and opening Pandora's box, okay, Spirit is saying that they could direct certain things at you. It was almost like you become a scapegoat. Okay, because maybe someone is not taking responsibility for their actions, and so they're looking for someone to blame for their bad luck. Okay, but their bad luck and things that are happening to them are as a result of their choices that they made. Okay, this is what Spirit is saying. And so as a result of the choices that they made, karma is going to come back around. Okay, and it's going to kick them in the ass. All right, and here we go. A war is coming. The tower will fall again. Okay, so y'all guys, we got 4 cards in a row that are indicating that something is on the horizon. Like I said, everyone's going out, they're smoking, they're drinking, having a good time, partying, okay? But Spirit is saying that these things lower your vibration, okay? And they make you susceptible and open to spiritual attacks, dark entities, and all of that, okay? So I don't give a damn if you pray just one time a day. If you're watching this reading, this is saying y'all got to step it up a notch, okay? Instead of one time a day, 3 times a day, several times a day, okay? And it doesn't have to be Hail Mary, Our Father all the time, okay? And, you know, in addition to Salat, whatever it is that you're doing, look, y'all got to step it up. And you got to have an intimate conversation with your spirit guides, your protections, your ancestors, the God force, the divine. Like, look, y'all got to have my back because something is on the horizon. Remember, this is a general love reading. It's not going to be for everyone. But if you start seeing things unraveling, if you're starting to have problems sleeping, okay, if you're feeling an ill vibe, okay, something is compromising your health, things are not going right, these are indications that this thing is already in motion in the spiritual realm. Here we go. There's a snake in the grass. Y'all got to watch your back, okay? Someone betrayed you. There's a violation, okay? And there is a snake that's moving in the grass. And snakes that move in the grass can strike suddenly, okay? So yes, go out and have your good time, but don't get too drunk. Don't drink too much. Remember, the soldier does not sleep in battle. Remember that, okay? And everything may be a walk in the park, you know, everything may smell like roses and all that, okay? But there's something that's brewing. So keep your eyes open, not to ruin your fun, but just keep your eyes open, please, okay? All right, springtime. So spring, March, April, May. So March, April, May, maybe something happened. March, April, May. Maybe something was significant that happened in March, April, May, and Spirit is saying that they want you to keep your eyes open. Maybe there was a tower moment in March, April, May, okay? Maybe shit started then, okay? Or maybe spring, maybe it was not this year, but maybe in a previous year or whatever, there was something significant that happened in spring. And so Spirit is bringing this up again, okay? Self-care is needed. Visit a doctor right now, okay? Spirit is saying, if you have not gotten your annual checkup, you know, you haven't gone to the urologist, the what do you call it? The OBGYN, you haven't had your mammogram, you know, all of these things, man or woman, Spirit is saying, have your blood panel done, have your STD check. STD is sexually transmitted disease. Make sure you run that whole panel. Check for HIV, herpes, all that whole lot. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, whatever it is, check it, okay? So make sure you have a clean slate. And if there are challenges there, if something pops up, then you address it. Get your medicine, get on a treatment, do it, okay? None of these things will kill you, but they can make your life uncomfortable if you're not treating it, okay? All right, and here we go, STD. So Spirit is saying, you gotta watch your back, okay? Fire signs, we're hot, okay? Spirit is saying, you have to watch your back. There's an STD somewhere in this love story, okay? That could be traveling around in the love story. Maybe someone already contracted something and Spirit is saying, you got to go check that out. You got to check something out because something's not right. Okay. For the male, you got to look on your external. Your external. Okay. For the females, you got to deal with the inside and the outside. Okay. So Spirit is saying, make sure you get that together. All right. A soulmate is coming soon. So this is what it is. So your soulmate, your divine counterpart is on their way. And Spirit is saying, you got to get your health together, everything together, and in order for you to have a harmonious union with this particular someone, male or female, divine masculine, divine feminine, they are on their way. You have a couple of checkpoints here. Spirit is getting you ready. So get your little checklist, you know, written down, typed up, whatever it is you're going to do, and, you know, get it on and pop it. Now, Spirit is saying, you have things that are moving, like the revolution is happening, changes are happening, and change can be uncomfortable, okay? Spirit is saying ancestors and spirit guides want acknowledgement. Okay, so they're calling forth, and I'm saying this, my head is tingling. They're like, look, you want all this to go down? You want to be with the person that's going to bring you happiness and fulfillment, where there's going to be a fair and equal exchange of emotions and feelings and, you know, reciprocity. Like, come on, like one-sided relationships don't work. Spirit is saying you got to get these ancestors set up. Okay, we all have them. Okay, so when someone transitions from the earthly plane into the spiritual plane, okay, what do you think? They're just done? That's it? No more? No. Some of you guys are dreaming with the ancestors, okay? You're seeing them, you're feeling their energy. They do not have their physical body. The shell is gone, long gone, okay? But the spirit is all around us, okay? Some of you are clairaudient, you can hear them, clairsentient, you can feel them, okay? There's a clairvoyance that you have about you, and spirit is saying that they want to help you. You are up against a spiritual war, okay? If it hasn't already started, it's about to go down. All right. And so spirit is saying they want to help you. You got to set them up, get your little glass of water. I don't know if you can see it. Get your clear glass of water, you know, get your flowers. You know, they usually like white flowers. Okay. But you know, I have roses set up for them. Okay. You can put down bottles of liquor, you know, rum. You could put down rum, you could put down gin, you know, tequila, whatever it is that your ancestors liked. You could put down, you know, a can of beer, shot glasses, vodka, whatever it is. You know, they used to smoke a pipe, put down a pipe. You know, they used to smoke Newports, put down a pack of Newports, okay? Put down pictures of them without living people, cut the living people out. These are only people in your bloodline. Do not put people who molested, raped you, or abused you down at your ancestor shrine, okay? The God force is dealing with them in another way. They have things that they're working on in the spiritual realm. That's not for you, okay? And spirit is saying big them up. You can, you know, serve them plates of food before you eat. You know, if you have a cracked or chipped plate or bowl or cup, the ancestors eat off of that, okay? So before you eat your rice and peas and your chicken, you took a little bit of your rice and peas, a little bit of your chicken, whatever it is you're eating, you put it in the bowl, you take it to your ancestor shrine, you say, look, you know, I'm coming before you here today to honor you, to thank you, to praise you for being in my life. I pray that you will always bless and protect me and my family, bless and protect every breath and every step I take in this world, and open all the doors and all the paths to my success, happiness, and well-being. Okay, you say your prayers, you blow your breath on it, put it down, you knock 3 times. Okay, don't let that food go bad. It could sit for an hour or two, could sit overnight, but pick it up, okay, afterwards. Don't let anything go bad with them. Change the water periodically. Don't leave dead flowers with them. You refresh things, okay? You sit with your ancestor shrine, okay? Ideally, you should sit with them before you leave the house. Let them know, like, look, you know, bless and protect my day. You know, I have to do this, and that today. Please help me in doing these things. Let my day go smoothly. Protect me from my enemies, both seen and unseen. Boom, boom, boom. After you say your prayers, you knock 3 times, okay? Okay, so you involve your ancestors in your day-to-day activity. You tell them what's going on. Ask them for what you need help with. Boom, and that's it. Okay, if you can't meet with them in the morning, close out with them at night, all right? Or if you can go several times, do it. All right, they are there to help you and protect you. Okay, that is it. Now, spirits are occurring in dark shadows, you know, and they're scaring you. Okay, if they're not appearing as light entities and they're dark shadows, there's, you know, a cold, ill feeling of disgust, or you feel like you want to vomit, you're nauseous. That is not a good spirit. Okay, that is not your spirit. All right, and you should not have to live with it, and you got to work to get that thing out. So you need this, like, guys, we're functioning in the earthly plane, but there's a spiritual realm that, you know, many of us are neglecting, okay? And it's about to go down. The spirit is saying it's about to go down. So spirit is saying, once you do that, once you set up your ancestors, you give them acknowledgement, okay? You can give them fruit offerings, candy, sweets, cookies, cakes, whatever, you know, big them up, include them in your family, okay? Spirit is saying you will have a happy family. There will be, happiness and fulfillment once you get your ancestors on board and you give them acknowledgement. Guys, in some cultures, they even bury the dead, the ancestors, in their house in certain certain parts of the house. And down south, they and they used to be able to bury their dead on the property. They had their own family cemetery. Okay? This is very important. This is ancestral. And this is not just in people of African descent. This is around the world. The ancestors were everything. Okay? And they are not to be forgotten. You guys got to call out their first and last name. Call them out. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit of Anna Mae. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit of Frank Johnson Jr. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit of. Okay? Call them out. Acknowledge them because they want to help you. All right? Spirit is saying that you got a lucky hand. You got a fast hand. Spirit is saying play games, a chance to win big. Okay, so Spirit is saying that luck is on your side. You got that Wheel of Fortune energy, okay? So, you can play the numbers, do what you got to do. Spirit is, don't go broke. Don't spend up your child's tuition, the car payment, the rent, the mortgage. No. Take a couple of dollars, concentrate on a couple of numbers, put it in and see what happens, okay? Money card to the bank. Spirit is saying that money could be coming. Money could be coming for some of you. You could be receiving a check in the mail, refunds, whatever it is, an inheritance. There's money coming for you. But for some of you, there's too much money going out. Okay? When we get happy and we're feeling good, we like to spend money. All right? And many of us don't walk with cash. We walk with a card. We're like, swipe, swipe, swipe. Touch the screen, whatever. Keep it moving. Okay? And so basically, Spirit is saying monitor your money. All right? Spiritual illumination needs to happen. Meditation and spiritual baths are going to be critical. All right. So spirit is saying, like I said earlier, before this card came out, y'all got to do your spiritual baths. The white bath is going to be critical. Okay. I put the white bath in the description. Cascarilla, which is powdered eggshell. The foundation of the white bath is cascarilla in a white bowl, okay? If you can't sit in a bathtub, I'm not asking you to sit in a bathtub. Most of us don't sit in a bathtub, okay? This spiritual bath, you mix it in a big mixing bowl, okay? You can put 8 cups of water and you can pour in goat's milk. Ideally, goat's milk is great, but you can put cow's milk in, coconut milk, okay? Cocoa butter, from the stick that you can get at like Dwayne Reed, Rite Aid, CVS, all right? And you shave some of the cocoa butter into the bath. Put white flower petals into the bath. Okay, you can add a little bit of Florida water. Don't put a lot of Florida water, just a few drops because it can irritate your skin. You could put in some white rum or white gin if you want, if your spirit is calling for that. Okay, what else? You could put some coconut water in. Okay, it is a white bath. Okay, so anything coconut is good as long as it's pure. Okay, and you're going to stir with your left hand and you're going to pray for upliftment, pray for protection, pray for cleansing of all negative energy. You're going to pray for what you want in this bath. Okay, with a white candle lit. Do not leave candles unattended lit. Okay, after you finish praying, you're going to blow your breath on it. Boom. You're going to go to the shower, wash with soap and water, rinse off, and then put this over your head. Dress in white and sleep in white. You could do this for one day, once a week, once a month, or you could do this for 8 days consecutively, just with that bath that you mix. Make sure you refrigerate it so you don't have to keep making it every day. Okay? It works miracles. I have godchildren, clients, they rant and rave about this white bath. Okay? Your dreams could be lucid, so get ready for that. Okay? Your spiritual eye is going to be opened. Get ready for that. If you can't handle it, don't do it. Get out the kitchen. Okay? Spirit is saying that you got to take your white baths to open things up, okay? And to protect you and build your raise your vibration so that, your fortress, your spiritual fortress is so strong and it's impenetrable by these negative entities and, haters. I'm with you just for the money and what you can do for me. So someone was using someone, okay? Whether this was in the past or this is currently, maybe it's with a karmic or someone, someone was using someone for the money. And it's hurtful. You know, you thought you had a good relationship, you know, something a little more meaningful than just sex and money and stability and security, but someone was using someone for what they got. But, you know, it could be that, you know, this usuration, in the words of this usation in the words of Wendy Williams, you know, it could have gone to the next level, or this usation could have, you know, turned into love. Okay, so where this person was initially coming in to use someone, they may have eventually fallen in love with this person. Okay. Okay, happy lovers. Okay, so Spirit is saying that happy lovers, you know, your love life is going to pick up. There's going to be good times ahead, but you gotta, you know, build yourself up spiritually, clean up stuff around you spiritually and physically as well. Okay, and so that all this, the happy family and love can come in. Okay, do not forget your ancestors. Okay, you don't talk to them like they're dogs. I've seen some people like talk to them like they're dogs. Like, I need this, give me that, give me that. No, 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 no. We stand on their shoulders. Okay, and if it wasn't for them, we would not be here. All right, so you know, we can ask politely for things, for help and guidance and support, but we always treat them with respect and dignity, because a lot of them, you know, suffered atrocities. Okay, if there were female ancestors, you know, they may not have been able to work. You know, maybe the only option that was out there to be sex workers or to be servants. Okay, and this is real. Like, this is real. And I'm not talking about ancestors from last year or 10 years or 20 years ago. I'm talking about ancestors from 50 years ago, 100 years ago, several hundred years ago. Okay, it goes way back. All right, I love you, but I love someone else more. Yeah, so this is there could be a choice between two people that hold Two of Pentacles, juggling that crossroads with the, you know, the swords, the Two of Swords. You know, someone could be with someone faking the funk, but really they love someone else more. Okay, and it may be pride and ego that could be blocking this whole situation from going down. All right, but true love is going to happen. True love is going to be there for you. True love is on the scene. Okay, all right, so let's take it a step further. You guys don't, you know, I don't like to call out signs unless it's like overwhelmingly in my head and Spirit's like, call it out. Okay, so there are some signs in this deck. Let's see what happens. Wake up call. Whew. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Get your prayers up, get your prayers up. Do those love baths, those honey baths. Got the star energy. Ew, okay. You know, as I'm shuffling this card, here we go, and that wanted to come out. As I'm shuffling these cards, I'm hearing someone, like, someone's working a root. This is the voice that I heard, working a root. Oh, okay, they're giving you a description. Okay, maybe this is the person that's working a root. Okay, the signs did come out. All right, so just give me a couple seconds. Okay. Yeah, you guys have some definitely have some mantra work to do. So please, you know, try and invest in those mala beads. And shout out to my godchildren in Cali, in Ohio, in Georgia, in DC, up in Rhode Island. in New York City. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. All of my clients. I love you guys. My subs. I'm not gonna leave you guys out either. Y'all are the bestest. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got a time frame again. There's a confirmation on a time frame, okay? So y'all, like the winter, fall into winter is wow. Okay, and it may seem far, but it's right around the corner. I think this deck is, I think we're done with this. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Who are my famous Leos? We got J-Lo, I believe she's a Leo, Halle Berry, Madonna. Who else are my famous Leos? I think Obama is a Leo. Guys, just list them in the comments, okay? Who are the famous Leos? All right. So anyway, illusion is shattered, relationship is over, mask is off, false people are revealed. So it's, you know, again, it's talking about people with masks, okay? This is a wake-up call. Spiritually, there's going to be illumination, okay? And some of the things that you're going to discover are not going to be nice, okay? It's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be nice, all right? It's not going to be all milk and honey, all right? But Spirit is saying, you know, you need to see this so you can plan accordingly and set your mind on something else, okay? Because some of you guys are still focused on things of the old, things of the past, okay? And y'all have good things coming. Like there's true love, soulmate is coming. All this, Spirit is getting you ready, okay? A family curse causes problems, okay? So there's something going on. And what does this mean? Spirit is saying that someone could have cursed you, okay? They could have put some kind of I'm hearing love spell to kind of block you romantically so that you won't progress, okay? Because their love light may be very fucked up, okay? And so they want you to be miserable. And misery loves company. So this is what I'm hearing Spirit say. But there's a curse, okay? Now, the other part of this curse could be that there's something that it comes in the bloodline. Maybe there's a curse, you know, for people to not be able to, you know, for the females not to bear children or the males not to have any heirs, okay? Or it could be like, you know, there could be diabetes or cholesterol, or blood pressure, high blood pressure, heart disease that's genetically passed down. And this is somewhat viewed as a curse in the bloodline, okay? And so Spirit is saying that there is a curse either way that has to be broken. And so maybe this is why Spirit was talking about, you know, the diet earlier. This is why Spirit was talking about you got to take your spiritual baths. You got to you got to acknowledge your ancestors to protect you from these things that have been thrown at you. Okay. A baby is on the way. Okay. So some of you may be like, what baby? I ain't having no baby. Ain't nobody pregnant here. That would be the Immaculate Conception, which is my line. But Spirit is saying that a baby soon come. Okay. So let's just say this: if you know, are intimate with someone, whether it's a one-night stand or whether it's something that's ongoing and you guys are really enjoying each other, okay, Spirit is saying that a baby could be on the way. If the baby is not already here, if y'all are not already pregnant, okay, because that doctor, the self-care, go see a doctor card came up. All right. So for some of you, it's going to come in phases. All right. So if you're a female watching this, definitely start to prepare your body. Okay. Whether you want this or not, like females of reproductive age should be taking what do you call prenatal vitamins. Okay. Because that folic acid, those B vitamins are critical to the development of the brain and the spine, which are the first things to develop in the unborn child, okay? And so, you know, many women don't know that they're pregnant, okay? So they continue to drink and smoke and, you know, indulge and live their life, okay? In the meantime, this baby's brain and spine are being created, okay? And there's a lack of nutrients, and then sometimes they can give birth to a child that has deficits, okay? Or, you know, something didn't develop the right way, okay? So Spirit is saying get your body right, okay? Because a baby is coming. Baby soon come, okay? Mantras for love. All right, so mantras for love. So what was I saying? I gave you the divine love mantra, aham prima. Get into it, ladies. Get into it, gentlemen. Okay, get your mantras. Get your mala beads. Okay, whatever colors you like. I have them all different colors. Like, just, you know, get something that you like, that you will genuinely be into. You keep it on your right wrist if you want to carry it around. Okay, don't let people touch it. Don't let it touch the floor. Okay, you can sleep with it, whatever, you know, it has your energy, and this is going to help recalibrate you with the mantras for love, mantras to find a spiritual husband or a spiritual wife, you know, mantras for the ultimate lovers, mantra for romance, you know, mantras for, what do you call it? There's mantras for love. There's so many different mantras, okay? You guys got to go to my pop-up love mantras playlist, okay? There's an assortment of things. I love it. They're easy to pronounce, okay? Get into it, okay? This is our time, Leos, all right? Take this summer and this fall by storm in the right way, all right? You will overcome all of the obstacles in your path, yeah? If you do these things, set up your ancestors, take your spiritual baths, get your prayers going, you know, do your mantras, help to recalibrate, align yourself. The mantras are medicine for your soul, for your spirit. Okay, they help to align you. Okay, so you will have the ultimate illumination of your third eye, okay, and your crown chakra. All right, danger from a car accident. Y'all got to be careful. Okay, when you're driving in the cars, put the seatbelt in. Someone in this love story, it may not be you, but someone in this love story, there's going to be something related to a car accident. Okay, so y'all got to be careful, like crossing the street. If you live in the city like I do, you know, you got to keep your eyes open. You can't just walk in the middle of the street, you know, listening, you know, to music and all this. You got to keep your eyes open because this card is coming out for you. All right, you got to keep your eyes open. Don't get into any heated arguments or discussions on the cell phone while you're driving. Keep your eyes open, okay? There is a stalker. Someone is watching you. This Page of Swords energy, you know, it could be like, in the words of someone, it could be like a drive-by stalker. Someone could be driving by your house. You know, someone could be, you know, stalking you on the internet and Instagram, Facebook, whatever the hell they're doing, monitoring your, you know, posts and all of this. Okay, someone is watching you, okay? This could be an ex that's stalking or an ex of an ex that's stalking, okay? Because maybe this person still has love for you and this ex person feels like, okay, I may be losing this person, okay? So you may have double stalkers here, all right? But an amulet or an eye is needed for protection from envy, okay? So y'all get a spiritual eye. If your eyes are blue, get a spiritual eye that's green, okay? Don't, look, I know people like to wear all the eye amulets around their wrists. People not looking at your wrist, okay? They looking up here, so you need to block up here and send that shit back to them, okay? So spiritual eye, you can get your, you know, your stones, your crystals, whatever it is. Don't get this whole round, cut, smooth thing. Nah, this is not, nah. This is cute, it's cute, but you need the angular rough cut, the thing that's going to deflect in multiple directions, okay? Okay, so now, y'all know I don't give signs, but here we go. When I was talking about, you know, people being worked, possibly, you know, negative energy, abuse of the magician energy, okay, Spirit is saying that it could possibly be, remember I said that there was air possibly involved. Okay, this is being confirmed now. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? There is an air sign or air signs, okay? It could be one person or a group of people that you gotta be protecting your energy and blocking. Okay, because they may not have they may not have best intentions for you. Okay, so Spirit is saying you got to keep your eyes open for this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy that could be around you. All right, someone in this love story is short. This is relatively speaking. You know, are they short for the people that you date? Okay, You know, they could be your height or shorter, or you may consider them to be short. They may initially not be your type, for the type that you're usually accustomed to dating. Okay, but someone in this love story, they gave a description as short. Okay, somehow there was a romantic relationship on the job. Okay, so this is figuring prominently too. It's like, you know, and this may be the same person that we're talking about, or this could be another person. Okay, but there was a romantic relationship on the job. There was like a tryst. Okay, there was like a attraction. Okay, a very powerful attraction. Okay, and Spirit is mentioning that there was a romantic relationship on the job, and maybe this is figuring prominently here. Okay, chakra blockage. So definitely you got to do the chakra exercises. I also include that in the description below. Okay, so you know, click on those chakra exercises. Very short, like only 8 minutes, and you're you know, you're uttering the beige sounds or the tones for each chakra. We know there's many more chakras, but we're going to focus on the 7. Okay, and so for example, lam, ram, ham, yam, om. Okay, that is an example of a chakra exercise of the chakra sounds. Okay, that you can easily pronounce. Okay, and Spirit is saying that there's a blockage. Okay, so you know, you may find that your sex drive is a little stifled. You or you know, you may feel like a little cloudy. Okay, you may feel like you know, something is in a knot. Okay, that there's not a flow of energy the way it used to be. Okay, and so Spirit is saying, in order to, you know, release that kind of chi, that energy to flow throughout your body, these chakra alignment exercises are going to be beneficial to you. And keep in mind that, you know, there could be an awakening there, lucid dreams. Okay, some spiritual phenomena and experiences, but don't be afraid. Okay, drinking too much alcohol. So someone's drinking too much. Someone in this love story is drinking too much. Okay, they may automatically be a drinker. Okay, and this whole coming out of quarantine and celebration and no more masks and all that, they may be going overboard. Okay, they may be going overboard because it feels good, overboard because they're trying to mask their feelings. Remember, we're getting a lot of masking energy here. I'm afraid someone is going to take you away from me. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is that, you know, maybe this person who's the drinker is afraid that someone is going to take you away. So they may not be with you, but they may not want you to be with someone else. So this could be the person that is doing the spell work to kind of block you, you know, to, you know, keep you in a place so that they know what you're doing. Okay, but Spirit is saying someone is afraid. Okay, and this could be you feeling this way about this person, or this person feeling this way about you. Someone is spying by getting tarot card readings or spiritual readings. Okay, so someone is checking up on you. Okay, it may not be tarot cards. They may not be watching tarot cards. They may, you know, have someone in their family that does readings. Okay, they may have a seer, or, you know, a prophetess, a prophet, someone who is able to, you know, an espiritista, where they're getting information from. Okay, but someone is spying on someone. Okay, and that someone could be you. All right. And then finally, December, January, February, again, winter. Winter's going to be on and popping. Winter time could be where this baby comes. Winter time could be where this proposal comes. Winter time is going to open things up. All right. This reading is going hella long, but I guess I owe it to you guys because you guys had to wait so long. Okay. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. These are confirmation cards. Wow. Okay, this deck is hot. All right, sometimes I have problems with this deck, but Spirit is speaking to you today. All right, so we're going to leave it at that. All right. All right. So, we're talking about, the magician energy, manipulating energies. Okay. Someone has paid someone to do a love spell. Okay. So this is confirmation. Someone is getting work done. Okay. Someone is going to someone, they're employing someone, they're going to a santero, a babalao, a spiritista, a root worker, they're doing something, okay, or they could be just manifesting stuff via YouTube video, whatever. Someone is doing some kind of spiritual work to manipulate energies to affect your love life, okay? And that is why Spirit is like, you better get on your game. You better take your baths, do your mantras, also do mantras for protection as well, okay? And I neglected to tell you that you have that car accident card coming up, and then you have spell work, and then you have curses. The Om Dum Durgaye Namaha is a great protection mantra. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha, or they pronounce it Durga Ye Namaha. Or you could do Om Ayudaye Namaha. Om Ayudaye Namaha. You say it 108 times in the morning, 108 times at night. Get in your zone. Okay, use your mala beads. Okay, and work it out. Okay, pregnancy and fertility. Again, a baby. Okay, someone is really Leos, extra fertile. This is your season. Okay, Spirit is saying if y'all don't want to have a bambino, y'all better wrap it up and pop a pill or something. Okay, now I'm not talking about abortion pill. I'm talking about birth control. Okay. All right. So past lover comes back on the scene. They rush back to you. So you may be like, well, ain't nobody rushed back. Mercury retrogrades over. No, we're still feeling the effects. There are other planets in retrograde. Okay. Look, Spirit is saying that someone's going to come back on the scene if they haven't come back already. And it may not be a physical thing. You could have gotten a text from them. Hey, what's up? And you're like, wait, I haven't heard from this person in like a year. And they're no. Okay, but Spirit is saying someone's going to come back on the scene. Reinvent yourself. Yeah. So, if you want to get that booty done, please be careful. But if you need to reinvent yourself, get a new hairstyle, new makeup, new clothes, new shoes, rearrange your house, redecorate your house, get that new car, get yourself in school. Spirit is saying, do the damn thing. Okay, because this is all a part of reworking you and reestablishing you and setting a good tone and an energy for what's to come for you, okay? Wish is fulfilled and love comes rushing in. You can't make this up. Okay, this is a star card. Love is coming. Love is coming, and I'm excited for you. Love is on the way, all right? Chakra work is needed, though. This is another double confirmation. Okay, they were talking about chakras are blocked, and now chakra work is needed. Guys, don't delay. Very easy. It's only an 8-minute exercise, okay? I'm working hard on myself to get back to you. So someone is really like, they could be working out, maybe physically, or they could just be working on their shady ways, okay? Some people may be a little shady. Their egos may be out of control. And they may be realizing like, they're leaving a whole bunch of people behind, hurting people, violating people. And, Spirit is saying like, you got to keep your eyes open for that. Okay. All right. Anyway, I got someone pregnant and that's why I left. Okay. Another pregnancy card. All right. So if y'all were wondering, what happened with a particular ghosting, someone walked away quickly, y'all broke up, whatever it is, and Spirit is saying is that there was a pregnancy. Someone, had a little side thing, they were dipping and dabbing, and they dipped a little too much. Okay, and they spread love the Brooklyn way. Okay, shot up the club, and someone got pregnant. Now, as to whether that is that person's baby or if this person was messing around with this one and that one, that has yet to be determined. Okay, but there was a pregnancy scare. Okay, and maybe that's why someone left rather abruptly or suddenly. Okay, yeah. Okay. And guys, don't think it's because this person was better than you, that looked better than you or whatever. It just could have been like, maybe they couldn't handle you. Maybe they couldn't handle the love that or the feelings that they were feeling, or they were afraid, or there's so many things. So don't internalize. Okay, guys, double confirmation again. Please be careful. Accidents and injuries again. Okay, y'all, clean yourselves. Do your white baths, your love baths, your mantras for love, your mantras for protection. Say your prayers several times a day before you put your foot out that bed. Open up your eyes or even keep your eyes closed. Thank you, God, for being in my life. Thank you, ancestors. Bless and protect every breath and every step I take. Open all the doors and all the paths to my success, happiness, and well-being. Protect me from my enemies, both seen and unseen. Boom. Okay, that's a prayer. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out thing. Put your feet on the floor, go to the shower. Thank you for this water. Thank you for cleansing me and uplifting me. Thank you for nourishing me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, get in the car. Thank you for this car. It helped me to get to and from my destination safely. Boom. Okay, Spirit is like, you gotta keep your prayers up because there's a toxic ex that's trying to block and prevent you guys from going into connection with your soulmate. Okay, guys, confirmation. You guys saw the cards pop out, and I'm sure you've been watching 101 Leo readings all across YouTube. Okay, and so you're going to see a very similar message playing out. Okay, you can't make this up. All right, I'm cheating on you by going on social media and hooking up with people. Okay, so maybe this is not the present, maybe this was the past. Okay, and Spirit is just reiterating, this toxic ex is the one that cheated on you by going on social media and hooking up and using that as a way to hook up with exes and insta hotties, insta guys, insta girls, all kinds of stuff. Okay, because they wanted their cake and they wanted to eat it too. Okay, they were being real greedy, and greediness got them in a predicament. So now karma is gonna whip their asses. Okay, all the pain I caused in this relationship is coming back as karma. Wow, you can't make this up. Third karma card. So someone's gonna catch it. They're gonna catch the wrath of the divine. Mark my word. Okay, they're gonna catch it. They are going to catch it. Okay, the feelings and emotions are mutual. Okay, so in your maybe reflection of someone that you were with in the past, Spirit is saying like, look, if you were feeling like, well, this person had to feel more for me, I couldn't have been the only one that felt this way. Spirit is answering you and telling you, yes, the feelings are mutual. Okay, this could be about someone in the past, or this could be someone that is on the horizon. Okay, the feelings are going to be mutual, or the feelings are mutual. All right, and there's a new love interest on the scene. Okay, so Spirit could be talking about someone new that's popping up, that the feelings are going to be mutual. Breathe. Y'all know that even though things feel good and it feels right, y'all got to take your time. Okay, and make sure that this person is the one before you give up the goods. All right, and you are my fantasy. Yeah, so someone is fantasizing about you. They're fantasizing about you. They think you're hot. Sexually they could be really like turned on by you. And Leos are irresistible. Okay, but yeah, so I haven't been able to find anyone that compares to you. You're the best. Okay, so someone's been looking for you in others. Okay, and they may have tried to get like carbon copies of you. Okay, but ain't nobody like a Leo. Okay, no. Okay, and Spirit is saying that they are having a hard time at it. Okay, and this could be the message that the divine is saying to them, like, look, like, you better see about this one that you had, that I gifted you, that you disrespected, okay, that you ghosted. You better see about this one. You better make it right. All right, because you don't make it right, it's going to be problems. Okay. And finally, I'm in love with two people again. There's a crossroads. Okay, someone is stuck between two people. You know, they could think that they love this person, but it may just be passion, lust, you know, like a comfort, security, a familiarity. So they may be torn between two people, you know, and this is what could be possibly causing a delay. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a Sibylla deck. The Italian oracle cards. We're not going to do that because I don't like how that came out. Spirit is talking about money again. So money blessings are coming, but Spirit is saying also that you need to be saving money, like managing your money. I hate the word saving because it just sounds so boring. You can't take your money to the grave with you, but you also need to be able to live, right? Hold on a minute. Okay. All right, guys. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So you have the wedding card, which came reverse. Okay. So guys, look, I know it's talking about wedding bells and all of this. Now, there's a couple of scenarios with this. Okay. This wedding card here that came up reverse could be saying that a relationship is being dissolved, is breaking up. Okay. Or that this marriage, possibly by one of your exes, who you thought was a counterpart or a karmic, is dissolving, or like it's built on false premises, a faulty foundation. Okay, it's not going to work. So if you find out that, you know, an ex is getting married and you may initially be hurt, Spirit is like that that marriage is not going to last. Okay, it's not built on true love. Okay, that's a possible possible interpretation of the card. The other thing is that yeah, that's from someone in the past. All right. Okay. So we're gonna look at journey. Okay. So journey, this is the kind of the equivalent of the world card. So a journey is going to be beginning. Okay. It's almost like the Fool card, new beginnings, the end of old cycles ending, new cycles beginning. All right. You do have money. So again, it's like, you know, y'all may be very comfortable with money right now, or that money is coming in. Okay. But Spirit is wanting you to monitor the money so that you can manage your household. Okay. Spirit is saying that the house card came to the side. So there could be something up with your house. Maybe you need to reorganize. You need to start throwing stuff out, things that don't work, you know, giving stuff away. Be careful with giving stuff away, but just, you know, Spirit is saying you may need to smoke your house out with sage, frankincense, and myrrh, you know, copal, dragon's blood, you know, three kings, those kinds of things to stimulate, to get to clean stuff out of your house spiritually, and also to putting night lights on in your house in all the rooms so you are not in complete darkness. Now, this card flew out, and this is the malady card, okay, and it has a man in bed. Okay, So this is a masculine energy, all right? But I feel like it's a man who's sickly, or a man that's going to be sick, okay? And so if you find out that someone's sick, if you haven't already found out, there's going to be a masculine energy that is going to be sick, okay? Now, as to whether they cross over or not, that a card didn't come out indicating that, okay? But Spirit is saying that there is a male energy that is going to be sick, okay? Someone in your love story, a masculine, is going to be sick, okay? And then right after that is the military card. So it could be someone who served in the military, Army, Marines, a veteran, maybe an older person, Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force. Someone who is in the military could be the one that's sick or going to get sick, okay? And also too, this lends itself, this soldier card lends itself to what I told you in the beginning. In my tradition, there's a saying, the soldier never sleeps. And it's talking about the soldier never sleeps in battle. You got to keep your eyes open. Okay, so Spirit is saying you better get your strength up and your spiritual armor up and build up that entourage. That card came out. We'll do this. Okay, mature man. Okay, so this mature man card fell out over where this sickly, the malady card, and the military. Okay, so it could be an older man, maybe a father figure, an uncle that could be getting sick, a grandfather, or someone, just a man. Okay. And it came to the side. So like I said, I'm not sure if he's going to cross over into the ancestor realm. Like, I'm not sure if this sickness is going to push him into the ancestor realm or not. Okay, so this deck is finished talking. Let's see. Wow. Guys, when I went to go put this deck back, this is what flipped out. Bad health, another man. You can't make this up, okay? Bad health, yeah, and then concern, and then a child, okay? And I wasn't even looking to pull these cards. So yeah, there's a masculine energy that's going to be sick, if not very, very sick, going to fall sick, okay? Let me see, before I go into, okay. Wow. Woo! Okay. This deck, Spirit usually doesn't talk through this deck, but they're talking today. I guess it's because it's Leo season coming up soon. All right, so let's see how these cards laid out here. All right. And not everyone's reading is going to be long like this. Okay, this is Leo. Okay, so the hourglass, time is of the essence. Okay, so time is definitely a factor here. This came reversed, so time is running out. Time is running out, or this cycle has ended. Someone's time is running out here. You have the gate, the barrier keeps you from your goal, a barrier. Okay, so there is something blocking you. So what I'm suggesting you guys do this gate is definitely take an Abre Camino bath, which is herbs. You can get the herb dried or you can get it fresh. If you get it dried, you boil it. You can get it from Amazon.com or originalbotanica.com or your local botanica. Boil it, let it cool down. Boil it for like 10 or 15 minutes, let it cool down, pull out the stems and leaves, put it in the bowl, you know, say prayers, put your left hand in and say prayers to remove all blockages and obstacles from your path, break all the invisible ties and chains that attempt to bind you, enslave you, and hold you back, help you to fulfill your destiny, accomplish your goals, you know, pray for what you want as far as opening your doors and opening your roads, because Spirit is saying that there's a blockage, not just a chakra blockage, but there's something physically that's happening in your life that's blocked. So you do the Abre Camino, okay? You got the golem, a close friend acts on your behalf, but this came reversed. Okay, so the golem, does this look like a friend? They don't look like a friend. Okay, so spirit is saying that there was a dark entity, a negative entity that was sent to harm you. Okay, but spirit is saying if you do the work, that this entity is going to be taken advantage of. Like this, the strength and the power, I'm hearing the potency of this energy is weakening. Okay, and it's going to continue to weaken as you build your spiritual entourage up, you raise your vibration. Okay, because remember, alcohol and drugs lower your vibration. Okay, all right, so just keep that in mind. You got the love, true love and fidelity. Okay, so spirit is saying that true love, okay, and a true committed love is going to be coming in for you. Okay, it's on the way. All right, but there are things that you got to do. Spirit is saying that your secrets are safe. Okay, so spirit is saying here that, you know, whatever you're praying about, you know, trust and believe that spirit is going to help you. All right, and you have the king, authority and diplomacy. So this is basically the God force. This is divine. Okay, this is divine saying, like, look, divine justice is going to be taking place. If it hasn't started already, don't worry about it. Things are going to work out. Okay, so let's do real quick classic tarot. Wow, you can't make this up. You can't make it up. Okay. I'm seeing two people. Two people are coming through. Okay, let's see. Wow, I didn't know all these cards flipped. Let's see. These are new cards, so they're slippery. All right. Hold on just a second. All right. Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. Okay, guys. So you have, there's going to be at least two people that are going to be vying for you. There's going to be one that's coming in offering love. Okay, passion. It could be a water sign or someone who has water in their chart. Someone who's going to be offering love, and they're going to be very, determined, and they're not gonna be bashful about it. They're not gonna hide it. Like, they're gonna be like, what? I want you in my life. What? Then you have this Knight of Swords coming in. So this Knight of Swords is, I feel like this is the person from the past. It's going to be coming in, that's going to want to like dominate and take over. Okay. There's some hesitation with them because of maybe what they did to you in the past. Okay. But there's going to be two people, at least two people kind of vying for your attention. You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So it was something about money. Or maybe this person was with someone for money. That whole kind of relationship is crumbling because it was based on money. All right. But also too, you have to, you know, like I said, monitor your wealth and, you know, do the Abre Camino bath to maintain your fortune, to open up your roads. Okay. You have the Sun card. So this is the Leo's card. Between the card and the Strength card. Okay, the Sun is in, and you will have your happily ever after. Okay, and I'm right there with you. All right, because the Eight of Swords, the whole mental imprisonment, you know, all these thoughts tying you down of the past, and, you know, doubt and all this, that's over. That's over with. Okay, and you're finally gonna have your King of Cups. You're gonna have love, romance, passion, desire, and it's going to be passionate. It's going to be passionate and fiery. Okay. It could be from a water sign. Someone who definitely has water. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right, so we're going to close out shortly. All right, so you did get the Page of Coins, which talks about an offer of money or something about money and wealth. So maybe someone's money is being held up right now, okay, or someone's money could be held up, or an offer of stability may be delayed, okay? And Spirit is saying, you know, continue to do your mantras. There's also mantras for prosperity as well, okay? And so tap into that so you can release the money, okay? And it's also, you know, this card also makes me think of a child as well. Yeah, you know, maybe a pregnancy may not be brought to completion. Okay, this is for some of you. Okay, you have the Seven of Wands, which talks about having defenses up. Okay, so Spirit is saying, you know, continue to build your spiritual defenses. Okay, but don't continue to stay. Balance your spiritual self with being able to have fun. Don't live in fear. Okay, this is what Spirit is saying. Keep your eyes open, wear your crystals. Okay, charge your crystals up too as well. Spirit is saying temperance. Okay, temperance is in reverse. So temperance to me, you know, it talks about, yes, the divine is coming in, but temperance to me is talking about balance. Okay, Spirit is saying that you definitely got to work to maintain a balance as opposed to going overboard, as opposed to doing things extreme. Leos can tend to be extreme. They can tend to go overboard. They can tend to do things really big. Okay. And, you know, sometimes it's done out of emotions, passion and feeling good, but sometimes that can cause problems. Okay. The Tower is here. So Spirit is saying that this Tower moment is there's change that's going to be coming if it hasn't started already. So, you know, definitely keep your eyes open. We already know that that's happening. Okay. So let's see if the archangels want to close now. I don't think they're ready to close. I don't want to take that card because of how it fell out. Let me see. And they know that I closed with this deck. I don't like how that came out, but okay. Peace. Let's see. Spirit may want me to continue to talk or use another deck. Okay, they want me to use this people deck that I created. Okay. Let's see. So Spirit wants me to use this people deck. Okay. I don't know if someone asked a question or they were watching this video in hopes of having a particular question answered. Okay. But let's see. And maybe this will help to close the reading. Okay. So there were two cards that popped out. The first card is a street hustler. Okay? Street hustler. So Spirit is wanting you to know that there is a street hustler somehow involved in your love story. Okay, the street hustler is someone that could be a drug dealer, could be, you know, involved in things of the night, in the night scene, lounges, bars, clubs, restaurants, nightclubs, strip clubs. You know, this person could walk on the fine line between legal and illegal. Okay, they could, you know, go to gambling halls at night, dealing with dancers, strippers, you know, that whole kind of like Miami nightlife kind of vibe and energy, or like that Atlanta nightlife kind of thing, but I'm seeing more like Miami. So this person may frequent Florida, Miami in particular. I'm also getting Indian. Okay. So Indian could be like Native American, or it could be maybe West Indian, or Indian from India. Okay, but it's something to do with an Indian or an Indian energy. Let's see. Okay, Spirit is mentioning a sexually transmitted disease again. So someone has an STD, all right, and it could be someone that is Latino that's in the love story. So maybe the street hustler is dealing with someone who's Latino or Latina, someone, who is, Afro-Caribbean or Caribbean, or someone with a Latin lineage, a Spanish lineage, however you want to refer to it. Okay. But Spirit wants to make note of this. Okay. So let's see if Spirit's going to close on this deck now. Okay, there we go. All right, good. So yeah, Spirit wanted you to know these things. Okay. So peace. It says, Archangel Chemuel, peace comes from remembering the only love. That only love is real. Okay. Thus, Love Tarot pop up. Okay. So love will prevail. Okay. No matter how corny you may think it sounds, love is going to win. All right. And passion. Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So this came reversed. So Spirit is saying that some of you are, the passion is missing from your life. But if you do these spiritual baths, you're praying, you're meditating and focusing on, the beauty that, Spirit has to offer you, it's all going to be beautiful. Okay. And true love is going to come, and you're going to finally connect with your soulmate. Okay. Guys, if you like what I'm doing, please like the video, definitely share, and certainly subscribe. You are so welcome. If you'd like a private reading, you can email me at ayabaswind, WYND999 @gmail.com. I salute all of you Leos. You are my brethren, you are my sistren, and I love you guys. And this is my gift to you for Leo season. Blessings.